The sanctity of private property is so fundamental a part of the American settlement that the country's conservatives look with suspicion on any policy that seems to prevent people from doing what they will with what is theirs. Meaning, one of the fundamental problems, again, with conservative mindset politics and politicians is that they don't let people be as they are. They don't just permit people to think, say, do, achieve, become exactly and precisely the way they want to, because conservatism always tries to dictate everything, just as slave morality, societal external arbitrary morality is evil, limiting, dangerous, restrictive, and it tries to dictate and command everything about both the man and the woman and turns us into as slaves because we entertain it into our life. So is conservative politics, and politicians are neither open minded nor free nor good in their heart, will, action, intention, and they just want their will, mentality, intentions imposed and enforced upon basically everything and everyone upon the world in one way or another. So again, poverty is problematic because where there is poverty, there is injustice, inequality, discrimination of some kind or another. But private property also is a necessity, just as freedom, independence, liberty, equality, free speech are all necessities, fundamentals, criticalities, imperatives for a meaningful, worthwhile, significant, happy, contentment, fulfilled life. So is private property. Private property is both good and bad at the same time when it's not consumed and conquered by the governments alone or by the billionaires, enterprises, globalists. But when it's in the human hands, when it's in the middle classes and in the citizens, dwellers, human beings' hands, then private property is absolutely good. So if there is injustice, inequality, discrimination, and other barriers and limitations. Wherever there is property or private property, possession, wealth, then without private property, we cannot live in our individual lives either. We cannot fulfill our aims, meet our needs, and realize our dreams, ambitions, etc. If we just don't have properties for ourselves, if we just are not given individual properties for ourselves, for the maximization and optimization of our growth, progress, learning, success, ambition, authenticity in our lives happens because of property in our lives. And property is not just land or possession, but it's growth, education, religion, infrastructure, and all those things, including food, consumes or combines and amounts to what we call private property. So that is property which combines everything that